There's vet rider Matt Spiegelmeier. He's been riding the cord for over 3 decades. He won it 3 times back when he was a pro. He wants to do 50 corduroys.
And there is Zach Lewis as he has dropped back. Lewis joining 4 other riders here, including Jeremy LeBreton out of Seattle, Washington, on the Husqvarna, one of the top expert riders, as they're about to fire off here. Test number 6 here on day 1. This one will include the Tunnel of Love, a treacherous section here in the 6th test. The Tunnel of Love is brought to you by Bart's Motorcycle Shop. Our overall leader, Aaron Wilkins, on the KTM as he, Wilkins has a problem. He plants it down into the river.
Second time Aaron's fallen over in the water, and he hasn't watered his bike yet.
He has picked it back up now. We'll see if he can make it up into the tunnel. There he is. That is his dad, Ed Wilkins, a champion AMA hill climber with the camera. But Aaron, after that bobble at the start of the run through the Tunnel of Love, looks like he's having a good run through it to get to the other side.
Through there very smoothly, missed the holes. Now we got Jordan Reed coming in. Jordan's from Alberta on his beta. He's never seen the tunnel before. Let's see how he does. We got Drew Roberts waiting there to see if he gets up.
Drew Roberts, the motocross specialist, who had a couple of good rides earlier in the day as they work through, and now we look at the...
Jordan falls over in there. He got stuck in one of the little holes. Drew Roberts decides just to run beside it. Seems to be getting through quite well.
So there is Drew Roberts as he's about to clear out the other side of the tunnel. As we look here now at Nathan Bless.
Oh, and Nathan's over. He must have fallen down. The rocks are all sloped to the one side, as you can see, and they're very slippery. So really, and to get your wheels jammed in that crevice, then you don't go anywhere. You want to be just up from it a little bit, but once you're down, it's best to just stay off the bike and walk through it.
Well, he's managed to get it going after being stuck there in the crevice between the 2 rocks as we look at Connor Brogan here.
And Brogan's got to wait for Scott Bowes to get lined up on the ramp before he can get a shot up himself. And now Luke Sador is waiting.
Luke Sador, the Edmonton, Alberta rider, aboard the Yamaha, carrying the 3A bib. A little bit tentative here, Blair. He does not have a lot of experience here in the Tunnel of Love.
Well, there goes Justin Lewis. With that ramp, though, the best thing is to take your time, get lined up, and not a lot of throttle, and just ease it up the ramp. Work your way through the rest of the tunnel. There goes Zach Lewis across the river as we watch Tyler Saunders head towards the tunnel. Here's Guy Giroux. I used to race against him. He's old enough to race in the vet class, but he can still hang with most of the pros. He's on his Sherco motorcycle. He's new general manager for Sherco Canada, so he's out riding enduros again.
Well, here is Guy Giroux up the ramp in through the tunnel, so pretty good run through here for the veteran Guy Giroux on that Sherco. And now he tries to get up that second ramp that'll bring them.
He's having a little trouble, eh? He's got to get his rear wheel lined up with that snowmobile track to get some traction. Right, and he's spinning up on the wood.
He definitely is. The wheel off and the motorcycle goes into the water. Guy Giroux.
You know what? I saw him give a bit of a push to the bike to try to keep it up on the ramp, to try to keep it from watering out, and it seems to work. And Pat, you recognize who's helping him out there.
Well, indeed, Julian Dennis, a champion ATV rider who, after retiring from ATV competition, got in enduros and cross countries. He's here spectating, coming back from an injury, and he has helped Guy Giroux drag that motorcycle out of the water. The engine's still going as we go back here now.
And now Theo Leftley shows the old man how it's done. Theo was actually a second generation. His dad raced against Guy when Guy was Theo's age.
And we're on board with Zach Lewis as he tries to get around Charles Tremblay as they're about to run up into the tunnel.
Zach took a dangerous line there. The water's a lot deeper, and now he's got to try to get lined up on the ramp. It seems to work. He got around Charles, He's into the tunnel. Oh, but Spiegelmeyer, he's got to wait for Spiegelmeyer now, who has got stuck in that crevice we were talking about. Zach might try a line to the side, but to the left is some really deep holes. Not a good place to go.
And so Spiegelmeyer is on his way. He is out of the tunnel. Zach Lewis still in there. Oh, and Spiegelmeyer puts it into the water.
That bike is definitely watered out. It's going to be full. It's going to take Matt a little while to get that running, if he can.
Spiegelmeyer riding to Husqvarna. It is watered out.
Here comes Zach. No problem. Lines the bridge up and he's gone. And here's Charles Tremblay. He's finally clearing the tunnel. There's a rider coming. It's Ryder Heacock coming up behind him. Charles is sizing things up, so he's stopped. Now Ryder's stuck on a rock there. Charles has decided to go without the ramp. And now Triple C comes by Ryder Heacock.
And Chris Colbert-Costello goes to the right. He's not even using the ramp, and it looks like he's got his motorcycle stuck as Ryder Heacock goes right by.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't use the ramp. And there's Jeremy LeBreton from Seattle. He goes right up the ramp. The ramp works very well.
And so Aaron Wilkins, who was first into the Tunnel of Love, ends test number 6, Morgan's, with an 11-second advantage over Philip Cheney.
And Aaron Wilkins picks up a $100 check from Bart's Motorcycles for being the fastest rider through the tunnel test.